FHSAA relays. And the fastest time in the nation, Marty, Futsum Zeno Selassie out of Indiana.
Oh.
Northern Arizona University signees gone 8:47.75. So underway with the boys, 3,200-meter run. A couple of guys I'm really looking at seeing in this race. I think, we take a look at a lot of the youth that's up and coming. Take a look at the third fastest seed coming in. Suki Kozla out of Leon High School, only a freshman. This is a big stage and a big step up for guys like Suki out of Leon. He'll be followed also by Ben McMahon out of Leon High School. Thomas Howell out of Niceville. Mac Reynolds out of Nice. Those will be the top 4 runners that I would expect to maybe start moving to the front of the pack based on regional times. But we've got a lot of good competitors. As it looks kind of pedestrian out there right now, Max Del Monte in this field. He'll be going off to Florida State University, run for Coach Brayman and the Seminoles next year. We've got the Best Lima brothers, Tyler and Zach. As these guys coming across kind of slow, they're going to be 3 and 4 wide in front of the backstretch. Or it's in front of the grandstand, I should say, for the first time as they come across right around 71 seconds. So nobody really wanting to take the lead at this point. Mac Reynolds down in second. Avery Lopez along with Magoulas. Lopez on the back end of that pack. And Magoulas right now running around fourth.
Yeah, everyone pretty close to the best right now in this opening part of the 3,200 boys final.
Well, they sure make a 71-second lap look easy. They are looking really, really efficient, kind of keeping that pack together right now, which you like to see. A lot of these guys will get a good ride off the back end. I really anticipate that the second half of the race, the tempo is going to start to increase. So you want to be positioned where you can move with the pack, not out where you're under any kind of oxygen debt as they come through in 2:24.
Almost a trip there as they cross the line for the first time.
So a 71 followed by a 73. Really haven't seen anybody want to take the lead. The likes of a Max Del Monte or a Mac Reynolds. The guys right now, the Best Lima brothers, Tyler and Zach, controlling this pace from the front. And now we get a chance to see Ben McMahon for the first time out of Leon High School in the red and white singlet, moving in between the Best Lima brothers, Tyler and Zach, down into third now with Mac Reynolds in fourth. And the freshman, Suki Kozla. You take a look at his progression over the last year, Marty, and it's just been unbelievable. He gets into that distance program there at Leon, starts working with guys, the likes of Ben McMahon. Coach Wills and the other coaches there just have really brought him along nicely, making a state championship final in the 3,200 and running it smart. You don't want to see a freshman leading this pack. You want him to be down with the rest of the guys as they come through in 3:36.
Yeah.
So they drop a 72 on that lap.
And no real distance right now. Nobody really standing out or moving ahead of anyone else. Huge pack up at the front. You mentioned the Best Lima brothers up there out of Steinbrenner High School.
Pack still staying together fairly nicely at this point. And a runner out of Bellin now into the lead. Mac Reynolds going to cover that move with the Best Lima brothers back into third and fourth. And Max Del Monte will go with Mac Reynolds as well. So Avery Lopez to the front of the pack. Mac Reynolds in tow. Max Del Monte along with Thomas Howell now. Thomas Howell in a good position. This is where I like to see guys. They know they're coming up on the 1,600-meter mark. Out of trouble, not along the rail. And they're going to come through in 4:49.
A very relaxed pace right now, it seems.
So a 73. They went 71, 73, 72, 73 to come across in 4:49, right around 10:48 pace, or 9:48 pace, I should say. Lopez, followed by Mac Reynolds. A couple of guys I haven't seen, but I know they're up-and-comers. Tyler and Zach Best Lima out of George Steinbrenner. And a couple of the Belen Jesuit guys starting to make a move now up towards the front of this pack. It's Mac Reynolds in the lead. Max Del Monte covering the surges and making a surge of himself, trying to get out of that pack right behind Mac Reynolds and Fabian Tomas out of Belen.
Well, they are very, very tight right now with still a ways to go here in this 3,200 meter final.
For the most part, the pack is together. There's only one runner that is way off the back end as they come through in 6:02. So a 73-second lap. Mac Reynolds, Tomas. We've also got the Best Lima brothers up front. And Max Del Monte, presently in fourth. We know that Max has got great finishing speed, going off, like I said, to FSU next year. Max running very easy right now. This is ideal for Max. I think he's the type of runner where if it comes down to a lap and a half, he could really turn the wheels and be in the hunt for this state championship. And Thomas Howell now into the lead, followed by Mac Reynolds in second. And the Best Limas, they've been up in that pack the whole time, right now down along the rail. So that's McMahon actually in the lead with Howell coming up on his right-hand side. Max Del Monte is there. Mac Reynolds is there. These guys just keep changing leads and positions ever so slightly as they come three abreast here. Crossing in 7:15. So another 73-second lap. They've been consistent, 73, 73, 73 the last three laps.
Still seeing the Best Limas up near the front.
Yeah, the Best Lima brothers looking around a little bit. This is really a step up in competition for them. And now we're seeing it 650 meters out. You know, this is where you're really going to make a charge if you're the type of runner who doesn't have that great finishing speed. You want to be able to put all the guys like a Max Del Monte or possibly a Mac Reynolds, somebody that's got decent speed. And here comes Avery Lopez. You know that he's already gone really, really quick in the mile earlier on, and he is a 4:16 type of miler.
Thomas Howell trying to take control here as he had the top speed coming in the regionals.
And what a gutsy move for Thomas Howell. Only a sophomore. You know, we've got a chance to see his guts out on display during the cross-country season. He knows he's got to push from a ways out. He knows he's got guys that are kickers right behind him. Look how easy Max Del Monte looks in second as they come with 300 meters to go. Thomas knows this is probably his only chance to maybe try and break a Max Del Monte. Avery Lopez back in third. Max coming up on the right-hand shoulder now and going to make a move with just a little bit 200 meters to go before he gets into the turn so he doesn't have to run that extra distance. Howell in second. Howell is not done yet, but Max Del Monte making it look good. You know, I saw Coach Brayman here earlier on today. This is the type of moves that Max will be making many, many times down the road for Coach Brayman and the Knowles. So Max Del Monte looking very good. Thomas Howell out of Niceville in second. Avery Lopez in third, but here comes Mac Reynolds. Mac Reynolds going to move into third with Max Del Monte getting the win in 9:24. Howell with a game, 9:26. Max Reynolds in third, 9:29. Avery Lopez in fourth. McMahon out of Leon in fifth.
Del Monte with a 9:25.11 gets the win out of Chamberlain High School.
And there's Suki Kozla out of Leon. Only the freshman, right around 9:47, gained a lot of experience in that race as the rest of the guys finish on up.
Thomas Howell, 9.2749 in second place out of Niceville High School. And
that is more exhilaration and, the fact that he realizes, hey, I've just won a state championship more than anything else, I think, for Max Del Monte.
Mac Reynolds of Nice comes on to finish third. So Chamberlain picks up the win. And by the way, with Lily Williams winning that race in the 3200 girls final, Rachel Gibbons fifth, Carly Thomas sixth, Childs now in command of second place with 16 events down. On the girls' side, Miami Northwestern with 68 way out front, but Childs now with 44. They've opened up a lead as Pine Forest has 28, Dillard with 26, and Evans in fifth with 25.5. Lake Weir in sixth with 23. So now we will update the boys' standings here after the 3200 boys final comes to an end. But congratulations to Max Del Monte. Turns in a 9:25.11. He had a 9:37.15